Hello, hello, good morning. Happy Thursday. Sylvia here, nutrition and fasting coach. I'm coming to you all from the top of Breakneck Mountain in New York, and it is gorgeous out. It's so nice. I'm going to give you guys a little view around of the mountain. We're looking over the Hudson River. It's just gorgeous out. So I wanted to talk about something, and blood sugar. Because we all know that, you want to avoid glucose spikes, and high blood sugar leads to diabetes and heart disease. So we want to know what our blood sugar is. And of course, when you go get your annual physical, your doctor will get your fasted glucose measured. And if you're under 100, you get the green light. Some experts are saying that that's even too high. They now recommend between 70 and 85 milligrams per deciliter to be in a good range. But how do you know what your glucose is, other than when you go to the doctor? So there's a couple of ways to measure. There is glucose meters that you can buy at the pharmacy, or you can order them online. They're easy, they're fairly cheap. You just prick your finger and you measure the glucose that's in your blood, and you get an instant reading. They're easy to use, simple, but kind of inconvenient if you want to get more readings in a day, not just your fasted glucose in the morning, because who wants to be pricking their finger all day long, right? So there is continuous glucose meters out, which used to be only available if you were diagnosed with diabetes. You had you had to get a prescription for it. Now it's actually even available over the counter. There's a couple of companies that I know of that makes them. Abbott and Dexcom are making them, and you can buy them yourself. They're a little more pricey than the other meter, but unless you feel like you're in have some health issues, and you feel like you really need to stay on it all time, it's something that you can use as a tool to just learn about your body and what affects your blood sugar. I actually have one on right now, and it's very interesting to learn to see just what things affects it. So you get real time data coming right to you on your cell phone, and it's pretty cool. Like you get to see your morning glucose, your fasted glucose. There's also something that throws a lot of people off, is that sometimes when you get up in the morning, your glucose is higher than it was when you went to bed the night before. So why is that? You haven't eaten anything. But there's something called dawn effect, and it's more in people that are less metabolically efficient, because it's your body pushing out glucose. It's dumping glucose into your bloodstream in the early morning hours. Which can make your glucose rise up to like 20 milligrams per deciliter higher when you get up in the morning. So that's one thing. You can check your post-meal glucose, where you will see how the different foods affect your blood sugar as you're eating it. So you'll be like 30 minutes to an hour after a meal, you'll see what the effect that meal had on your blood sugar. And you'll also see how long it takes to return. You want to have your glucose return to your baseline within 2 hours after a meal. And also detect any post-meal crashes. You want to avoid those, because that's low energy. That's going to cause you cravings, and you're going to have fatigue, and you're not going to feel good. You can also see how stress affects your glucose. Exercise, like I was climbing this mountain. This is the toughest hike in the area that I live, and it's very steep. And when I was climbing, my glucose jumped up 20 milligrams per deciliter just in the climb up here. So, and that's without eating anything today. You get to see what's happening during your sleep. You get to see your average glucose over the course of the day. And long-term trends, the changes that you're making, are they actually lowering over time? And another thing that I like about it is it's motivational, because when you see something spikes your glucose, you can change things, and you can work on what can I do to make this better. So it's great like that. So glucose, though, it's not the full picture. What doctors usually don't check for when you go for your annual physical is your insulin. And that's even more, that's going to show you more about how your health is than glucose. Because two people can have the same glucose level, and one of them can be insulin resistant while the other one is perfectly healthy. And why is that? It's because the body for the person that's insulin resistant is going to push out insulin and work super hard on pushing out insulin to be able to keep that glucose level at the level it is. So you can actually detect diabetes in someone 15 years before they are diagnosed if you check insulin. So that's something to know. So next time you go for your physical, ask your doctor, can you please check my insulin levels? Because it's going to tell you a lot. So with that said, there is a couple of things you can do in your life to be helped to stabilize the glucose. You want it as level as possible, and you want it in a good range. And there's a couple of things that you want to do that. You want to dial in your nutrition. You have to try to avoid a lot of the added sugars. You need to. We actually have a sugar detox challenge going right now in my private group. We're on day 3 on the challenge, where there's no added sugar at all, and I feel great. I'm doing the challenge myself, and I feel great. But so no added sugar. Stay away from the highly processed carbohydrates, and you want to introduce fasting. Fasting is the best way to correct any levels of high glucose, because you're able to deplete your stores during a fasted state. So, and this is exactly what I teach in my 16-week program. If you want to learn more about this, if you are intrigued by this, send me a DM. I would love to chat and see how this lifestyle could work for you. And until next time, I'll see you later. I'm going to continue my hike here today, and it's in these beautiful surroundings. And I'm just going to give you guys a little sneak peek here. And it's just so gorgeous out. So I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day.